Yeah, maybe.
Okay, go ahead.
So I will walk 1 million from
All right.
now. We enter, right?
Oh.
All shows minimum 30, 40, 50 kilometers. And because killing people was against Christian religion, became land of nobody. Because of 1,900,000 inhabitants, we made it homeless. And they started living inside. 15,000 people lived inside Colosseum during all Middle Age, 11 centuries. That was large accommodation. First, they closed all these arches. They did thick walls, so no more natural light. Just no arches, they left with huge wooden doors, so it was like a fortress. And closing the area between 4 pillars, so that with walls, 2 windows on the top, and they fixed a wooden floor in the middle of the pillar. On this wooden floor, they live like apartments, terrible apartments. And ground floors all around the stage, they organize shops and malls. We mentioned no natural light 24 hours per day, fires to cook, to keep warm. That's why the white travel tank is a marble, sorry, but it's a marble. The same marble of St. Peter Basilica and the columns in St. Peter's Square. So smooth, clean, and sunny white. It's black because it is hot. Estamos Now, it's not destroyed just because they lived inside. For many reasons, the original Belita are returned. When we arrived to the end of the Roman Empire, century 8, century 9, the city basically. Ciao, sono
Vedete?
a posto?
Sì. Iniziamo.
Io sì. Partito è arrivato. I try to be short, I don't want to be boring. Romans had a mentality similar to our mentality today, really 90%. Modern, just to be short. The usual dress for women every September, like a t-shirt, sexy neck, belt, half leg. After the end of Roman Empire, women had to use scaphanders to cover bodies. Nudity, topless, marble statues, frescoes, normal, like we go the New Age, now we have a code of an actress in topless. They had Latin language, 2 words, otium, like otium means a fixing his time, and exactly the opposite, free time. Free time was full of shopping center, shopping center, thermal parks, beauty centers. That's Marcus, Peter's, all these things completely opposite to the next Catholic Mass convent. Now, because in Rome, no removable pictures, frames, canvas in the 17th century, photography, you know, their pictures, mosaics on the floor, and frescoes on the wall. I am Christian, but early Christians really like talipans. Because of the power passed from Roman emperors to early popes, and because 100% of Romans now Christians, completely brainwashed since most centuries, they declare we want to cleanse the pagan Rome, satanic Rome, to rebuild a new city. Our city is basically overbuilt on ancient Rome. They destroyed, they bought the city, and they overbuilt it. Now, to be clear, I apologize. I use an iPad, but my son yesterday destroyed the screen of my iPad. 5 years old. So, this is a mosaic, and you understand why they have to cancel. In Latin language, there are the words like holiday and tourism. Holiday was a word without meaning during Middle Age. So they cancel their way of living that basically is our way. It is a mosaic. They had summer holiday and they used bikini.
Wow.
Try to imagine this kind of life during Middle Age. Because they had to apply new young to use scaphanders. You go back home and you see your grandmother in bikini or a sexy pose in marble. So they have to cancel that. What happens? To arrive to Middle Age Rome because of buildings. Anti-Caesar, heavy, perfectly built. They took 4 centuries and about to destroy ancient Rome. It was a long work in progress. How many builders, homeless inside, because of the stadium was really his heritage of UNESCO, because the project, materials and decoration, marble slabs went to a more Christian Rome. Imagine marble slabs, 10 meters by 6, perfectly reusable like marble floor inside basilicas, bench, the sink, blocks of marble, reusable like steps for marble staircases. So they said, if we remove, we can sell a black market and start the end of this building. Wow. I told you anti-seismic because they didn't want to do maintenance. You see the pillars composed by blocks. So fixing the first block, they made 4 holes and they fixed it inside small iron pins, 9 centimeters, half inside the block, half outside. Because the Romans had the crane completely lost during Middle Age, this is the crane. So performant, they call the walking machine. Because just walking, 5 men, they managed to move heavy blocks.
Wow.
Romans built buildings composed by blocks. Because this technology completely lost during Middle Age, they used just bricks. Romans using 10, 15 cranes managed to build 35 miles of aqueduct in 3-4 years. During Middle Age, just for a church, that would take 25 years.
Wow.
Right? So, using this machinery, they managed to fix the second block on the first one. Theoretically, between blocks, 4 pins. Because of the weight of each block, and because these pins, in case of an earthquake, all the building would balance. When earthquake finished, each block remained. What happens? 50 years and marble finished. And these 15,000 people started to be crazy to earn money. Somebody discovered the pins and they started removing pins. That's why you see all that holes. They removed this side, Colosseum is an over. This side, they had to stop. But on the opposite side, they remove 100% of this paint. So, Century 12 arrive an earthquake, and what happens? The blocks without paint start moving and collapsing. And the area inside, because they use marble to have a waterproof building, the conic structure capable of all tables, supporting benches, because it was a painted imaging the marble benches, so put grenade right, remained unprotected. And 600 years was raised. Century 12, this conic structure collapsed and the blocks. That's why this construction, because we have this beautiful camera. Now we go behind the cross and we have the first vision. The cross basically was fixed here in Renaissance age, because in Renaissance age arrived the Pope and he said stop people living inside Colosseum, because Colosseum Romans killed maybe 1,500,000 people during the shows. So it's like a cemetery, and nobody can live inside the cemetery. So they gave apartments to these people. Pope arrived exactly here to bless Colosseum. And the cross is a Renaissance bronze cross, always exactly here. Always it was the start and the finish of the Via Crucis, the 14th station of Jesus carrying the cross on his shoulder. Popes always arrive here to start the celebration. All around the stage. They start just in 43-45 before the end of the Second World War, and it should be a favorite vote. So let me see if you can arrive here. Then we pass on the first level. We can walk all around.
You said only periodically throughout the year can you guys go down into the bottom.
Not really with this stick, because after COVID, because there is a narrow passage for the officers, there are just few so
Be careful with
Alright, are you ready?
now, if you follow me, I give you a short description. When you see these blocks, imagine smooth, solid and wide, right? When you see bricks, you have to imagine marble blocks shining. Marble benches all around, you have to imagine a conic structure, just marble, okay? Marble benches and on the top, marble blocks. Now, I will go to the Of course, I told you, marble benches, white, white, but impossible to imagine a complete white building. Was 100% white, just outside and inside. Wow. But all around these arches and ceiling, you see what remains of stucco, right? You have stucco frames. And because you have stucco, that side and this side, the opposite side, means 100% of this ceiling full of stucco frames. Each frame influence mythological heroes, animal jumping, the second frame, right side, yeah, animal jumping. But you have to imagine, imagination is everything according to 13 different descriptions and carbon 14 technology. Colosseum was exactly like that.
Oh, wow. Angelina.
For this reason, is heritage of UNESCO. The only stadium ever built in 24 centuries, so even our days, with artistic decoration. Why? Okay, collapsed because people lived inside, hot air 24 hours per day, so the structure started to be really dry, and areas without fights, rock is humid, so on borderline between dry stuff and humid stuff, scratches when not right hand, collapse and everything. But why you don't see color?
Right.
Because the Romans had pigments, all colors. The problem was they couldn't fix these pigments. They used a gelatin overpoured for days and days and points. And this material is organic food for bacteria and insects. They had to touch every 4 or 5 years, the mixing. After that, the Roman Empire, nobody did care about this stuff. The color was eaten. And then standard well, collapsed all around. But it was really exactly like that. Described. Now, I want to give you a bonus that been to Vatican. All that see the studies color. All that studies gave color, no white. They gave color when it was written. Because sculpture invented in ancient Greece after 2,000 years, more than 2,000 years. Artists managed to apply marble fade so rich bronze, order, marble studies, order, white, granite, because absolutely rich. They would buy everything original. Now, they use exactly the same kind of color and gelatin to apply skin tones, makeup, in case of female style. And because when they destroyed the city, they had to put everything underground. Have you seen the sexy poses?
Yes.
In Middle Age, they had to come. And because it had to remain in underground 9 centuries, we suppose in a few weeks or maybe a few months, the color of and Michelangelo lived all his life thinking marble studies white. We discovered just 9 years ago. And they destroyed the city, monks, not priests, start traveling all around the empire because it was an iconoclastic field. They destroyed everything, even libraries, full of roads, technological roads, how to build sewer, now existing equipment. The famous crane was lost because the original road instruction how to build. More stolen and little value. They lost the technology. It was the Soviet Forum in the United States had a pillar for the builders. And the marketing approach is caterpillar, the walking machine. This machine. Now, if you follow me, because I want to imagine the marble stadium, I put now one original bench. Survive just because someone a little bit hot said, I don't want to sell this bench, it's mine. Well, it's original.
That's the original? Wow. Original benches.
You have to imagine thousands of these benches. Imagine new, no scratches, piece of board that will be more comfortable other legs. I thought Romans resisted 14 centuries like empire just because crazy for organization and paranoid in preventing problems. And because they had earthquakes and they didn't want to do maintenance, they blocked benches, bronze plate, like a letter C. So in case of an earthquake, all benches could remain close to the next one without problem. These marble, just this kind of finish, when you have a shiny marble with a perfect sound amplifier, So to provide sound effect, lions and tigers, even on the top, just Colosseum using this kind of marble. Was like a cone, a sound room. All the sound from the stage are right on the top. If you reflect, the speakers, your Wi-Fi is a cone. The sound starts in the middle, and then the cone gives the sound. Because maybe you are curious, my dear friends, this small, short, and stupid thing is really the heart of Colosseum. The secret. Because when they removed, we lost 2 lines of buildings because no buildings. Basically, you decide. Is a giant Lego or a very early reinforced concrete. Right? If you are curious why here they didn't remove, is it just because popes took the place of emperors? But because they didn't want to show they took the place of emperors. They lived inside the imperial palace for 3 centuries. Then they moved to Sant'Angelo, is exactly half a mile in their direction, but some Peter Basilica is on the opposite side of the city. And because it was Emperor Constantine built the first St. Peter Basilica exactly in the same area. 1,200 years in Rome, there was this old basilica. Then Michelangelo age, they destroyed to build our basilica. The common parameter between the 2 basilicas, the main altar built on the real top of St. Peter, means during Middle Age, popes had to pass Easter, St. Peter and St. John Day. It was a long march to reach St. Peter. Vatican guards arrived here and they said to these people, don't touch anything, it's a sign, because a Pope never could pass close to a destroyed building. You can destroy, you can burn, you can do anything, we don't care, but not is a sign. So they respect them because Vatican guards are not so kind. That's why Jesus said, because they were really afraid, they left. On the opposite side is an oval. On the opposite side, there we moved 100% of this building, and we lost 2 lines of people. So maybe this is really performant. Now, we go up the first level. At the same time, don't forget walls, no natural light, shops, apartment and shops all around. When you see these kind of holes, not to remove pins, small hole to remove pins. This area, and you can see over there all around, they put lanterns. So try to imagine the light.
Yeah.
They redeem orange light 24 hours per day, more like a cemetery.
Okay.
I like the Presbytery.
Cool.
That's why I'm really how they built this.
Yeah.
Like this is how we built ground because of distance.
Yep.
You know?
I like the self-healing concrete.
It's not concrete. It's not
No.
concrete. It's granite.
I know, but he was talking about how they built this and how Utah University is now trying to backwards engineer it to try to figure out how to make self-healing concrete.
Oh, okay. It's like all those floor were answered. And they took out the pins. Yeah.
all these walls under arches, they start removing 2 centuries ago. The mission of archaeology, generally speaking, is preserving buildings like this one, without removing marks of history. The plaque, for example, is a mark of history. The plaque means 3,000 people living inside. And they left, so they did, and they left a few arches closed like during Italy. Imagine these arches closed like that one.
Wow.
The wall was built century 9, basically. And if you give a look, just one sample of a very sad accommodation. Dirty, horrible, no natural light because even those arches was closed. They reach on the top. And there are shops ground floor. These steps, not original. They left. Understand the project.
What's that?
Now, three lines of pillars and arches, the main structure all around the building. Inside, they built radial walls like this one, 45 degrees, like slices of a cake, okay? They built arches between these walls, and they reversed tons of concrete, small volcanic stones and rings over arches. So they have the famous conic structure typical of all our stadiums. When this floor was completely dry, they fixed the benches and they used the concrete I told, so it was self-repairing forever. If nobody removed marble benches, this floor could remain exactly like the first day forever. The building unsees me. Unfortunately, these conditions is just because this marble Colosseum, just to finish, they invented even the cover for sunlight, like slices of a cake on this side, two ropes during the summer, because of these arches, the temperature is 10 degrees less. So between this hole and these arches was air circulating and direct sunlight on the stage. Right? Now, You see, these are benches, okay? Basically, they use these boards to pass from this area to the audience area. Because you see two walls and the top. Now, I show you fragments, but original slabs. They use it to close enough the two sides of this entrance and the top. That one. You see capital columns, they fix it all around these, you will see windows, niches and doors, two columns and the capital column on the top. Just to finish, marble benches are right not to the top, just this level, where you will see windows, niches and doors. This area, basically two different levels, wooden seat, simple, very simple, for poor people and slaves. The rest of society, from the top, low salary people, working class people, businessmen and military people, and just these four benches all around, VIP, senators and politicians. So poor people on the top, slaves, 20,000 people, and 55,000 on marble benches.
Wow.
Total 75,000 spectators. Always free, no ticket, sponsorship paid. Because it was so modern, that society, they invented basically advertising campaign. And was so easy, more than for us, because businessmen rich like Bill Gates, we have a theoretical change, American dollar sestertium. When I was young in college, Latin language, we had to translate. Our campaign, 200 million sestertium, for us was no meaning. Just 18 years ago, Americans, Italians, Germans and English historians, economists, reading all Latin texts, analyzing the cost of living, we are trying to a theoretical change. I can tell you, for example, it's $600 million. The show, the budget was 900,000 American dollars, the minimum budget. It was a lion arriving from Africa. According to each area of Africa, sub-Saharan area or Kenya, the cost was between 9,000 and 13,000 American dollars. One full day here means 8:30 a.m., 7:30 p.m. 35 fights between gladiators, two gladiators, and that to kill 60 animals per show. That's why it was so expensive. $1 million for somebody rich like Bill Gates. The money back was unbelievable, because today we have many broadcasting, television, magazine, good advertising campaign. You need a lot of money. But for them, 5 days, $5 million, they just fix all around the city, 60, 70 blocks of marble, for just few lines, just to inform that Caius Marius, owners of Adidas, will pay for you Romans 5 shows and special guest 3 names of stars, gladiator stars. 1,900,000 people in 72 hours start loving this man. The brand was absolutely, So, a little bit of investment for a lot of money, So, nobody never paid a ticket because full of rich businessmen available, crazy to pay, Now, if you follow me, you give a look to these slabs. If you give a look to this draft, you understand the marble benches and the door to pass inside. Right and left side, this time, slabs with decoration of head of animals. On the top, to close on the top, they use this kind of slabs. Original, fragment, but original.
follow you. Go ahead.
Now, we pass inside.
Well, they're here.
I told you 3 lines of pillars. Starting the third line of pillars, they built the radial wall 45 degrees. Frame scratched between this pillar and this pillar. Because I told you they built to last forever, and I told you really paranoid on organization and paying attention to details. You know that in architecture weight is energy. And if you have all the weight, it's supported to arrive to ground floor, you have a good building. To be sure all these weight will be perfectly supported, they built these middle pillar. Friend of mine, engineers and architect, told me these walls could be enough. So it's absolutely useless. But at the same time, it was really, performance, because in the middle, 50-55% of all these weight, benches and all this could be supported by this pillar.
Wow.
So means this wall could be absolutely just a little bit stressed by the weight. So anti-seismic, waterproof, the structural structure, not so stressed, really the building could resist forever. Now, from the top,
It's crazy that this was
the
all
floor 45 degrees was going down, okay, supported by these arches. This wall in front of you was 5 meters, so 1.5 meters taller than you see now, supporting this floor. Don't forget, benches on our head, like our football stadiums, right in here, that will walk all around, finding their entrance, because Marcus Laps, believe it or not, directions, they have, according to that card, they will choose direction and entrance. Answers like that. Because I told you, this side, with those 2 lines of pillars, means this side is a better preserved. If you follow me, I will stop this up in the middle, so you have 180 degrees, because it's an oval. The best half Colosseum in front of you. This direction. I told you they remove all steps. This is a staircase without steps, basically.
Okay. And this is original, we can understand because we have
Now, we have 2 kind of photo opportunities, this side and the opposite side. If you want to try, so you have this point, vista point, and then we stop in the middle and on the opposite side.
Okay.
The meanwhile, I will explain to you everything. Now, try to go right close to the gate.
Well, you got to think it started way back when, and then engineering has just gotten better and better, and it built on the lessons
Dad,
they learned.
he just said that they lost all this technology in the Middle Age. And they had to restart. We restarted.
3 pieces of these 45 degrees floor. For example, this one, that one, and on the opposite side, 3 pieces of this 45 degrees floor never collapses. And you can see how they build the floor. Volcanic stones, concrete, and on the top, benches. They remove everything.
Hey, push forward, otherwise we're never going to be doing it. guy's right to your 1 o'clock in the middle. Up. See it?
You know what they call it, the arena floor?
Turning around.
No, you don't know what the word arena means.
Estava na sombra. Ninguém, né?
Good. Now we'll be better in the middle.